Hello everybody, Dave the Rave, Roving the Rock here, and today, if you haven't guessed, I'm at Brodick Castle, and the reason I'm here actually is not for the castle, but because I want to come and see the cars that are behind the castle. But still, the castle's amazing. It's a beautiful backdrop for this car meeting, but the cars are the reason I'm here. Just like-minded enthusiasts that have brought their cars along for other people to see, and they're just round the other side of this castle here where that marquee is, and I'll just take you around. So there's the back of the castle there, and if I just turn around, there's a collection of cars there with their owners gathered, and they're here simply just for people to come and see them, just because they enjoy the cars and they know other people do as well. It's not for any other reason apart from just because they're enthusiastic about their motors. I've just spoken to one of the folk actually, the fella at the 2CV. He described it as a wind-up car. So we'll go and have a look at his car as well. Looking forward to it. So this meeting here is called Arran Cars Coffee, and it's organised by Graham and Carter Chapel along with Heather McLeod. Over there, with a couple of the owners of the cars as well. There's Graham on the right, and it's a great setting at the castle. The first car we've got here, Volkswagen Scirocco. Let's have a look at that. I remember these myself from the 70s. A very fast car in its day, GTX, 4-seater sports car, in lovely condition.
I need a drink, Mum!
Put your rotaries to your car.
Well, if you don't mind me, you're going to wind up key on it. Oh,
Gives the fuck a lot of chuckle.
oh, that's brilliant. How long have you had your car for?
Oh, about 3 or 4 years now.
3 or 4 years. I've seen it going along the road quite a lot. Fantastic with the key. And did you put the key on yourself? Did you get it with the key?
It was Mr. Weld.
Oh, was that Mr. Weld from, yes, that's right. Yeah, Tony Curtis from White and Bay. That's wonderful.
A nice photograph of the wee dog in there.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
Ellie.
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 Ellie. Oh, what a good dog you were, Ellie. That's definitely a comfortable car. Of course, the back seat comes out of this car as well if you're wanting to have a wee seat, aren't you?
They do indeed.
Very practical. This was the French version of the Volkswagen Beetle.
Yep.
Designed just around the Second World War, before the Second World War.
Or maybe the equivalent of the Morris Minor.
Morris Minor. Well, I read about this car actually in the past, and they designed it before the war, and when the war came they had to hide the plans. So the Germans didn't get them.
Yep.
So then the car didn't get into production until I think it was 47.
48.
47,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
And but it was actually conceived in the late 30s.
Aye, way back.
Yeah.
Quite revolutionary at the time.
A wonderful car. 2CV, 2 horsepower.
Yep.
Of course, this is a 2CV6 special. So I'm thinking it's got 602cc is what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yes, that's right. And a top speed of about 65, 60, 65. Yeah.
Getting 45 miles to the gallon.
45 miles to the gallon, easily.
I drove it up from Peterborough and it got 40 plus, 45.
And this car's got a full length sunroof.
Yep.
Let's have a look at what else. I'll have a look at the controls, I think. You see, you're not going to go too wrong with controls like that, are you? And the monkey on the side as well.
He's my pal.
Is your pal. Look at your doggy. Boy, that's like the most comfortable dog in the island.
She loves that back seat.
She sure does. Beautiful. I love it. Isn't that lovely? It's a work of art with those curves on it, isn't it? Convertible. That's all these cars in this line are. That's what it feels like to sit in this one. Got amps, fuel, revs per minute, speedo, water, Don't know what the one on the right is. Might be battery. Not sure. Don't know where the gear... Oh, the gear stick's on this steering wheel. It's a column change. Right, okay, column change. That's what it is. Okay, we'll just have a look at this one. A Jowett Jupiter, that's what it is, of course. Lovely looking car, isn't it? Great condition as well. Tiny windscreen. See the size of that windscreen? Just to tell you a little bit about it. So this is built by Jowett Cars Limited. Started from 1950. This was registered in 1952 in November. It's done less than 50,000 miles. 901 were built. About half survive. And they won Le Mans the first year they entered, and then 2 further years after that. So it was some car. Can you imagine racing around Le Mans in that? Certainly, with today's standards of safety, I mean, you're going to be a brave person charging around as fast as you can, aren't you? I wonder how it managed to go flat out for 24 hours. Quite a feat. 3/4 of a century ago. So I'll just tell you a little bit about it for a second. This is a Morris 8 Tourer. It's a 4-seater, although there was a 2-seater as well. This is Gordon Kinneber's from the cheese shop. He got it for his birthday present last year, and it does about 58 miles an hour apparently in the performance stats, but he's actually had it about 45 and he says that was enough. But that wasn't, the speed is not the thing about this car. And it cost £142 new for one of these 4-seaters, or £118 for a 2-seater in 1934. That was the price. And it's got a 918cc 4-cylinder side valve engine. There we go. We'll just have a look at it from the front. Another convertible.
The other guy.
So this one was around before the war. This one's seen the war. Would have had the little things on the headlamps, the little cutouts to stop the light shining through, the little slits.
But they were all driving in the trio. And they drove
Pre-war. Of course, the Citroën 2CV design was pre-war as well, so in a way they're quite similar. 2CV was ahead of its time in that respect. Beside that, we've got the Morris Mini Moke. These are quite rare cars, and despite their small size, are worth a lot of money. They're expensive. This one's in mint condition. I'll just have a look around the corner here. Can have a look at the controls. So you can see the controls are quite basic, but that's the point about this car. It's meant to be basic fun run around. It's just got a speedometer, mileometer, oil gauge in there. Indicators, not much else. Don't think it's got much else. You're not getting heaters and radios and windows. Absolutely pristine, this car. Perfect. Morris Dayton's vehicle. Look at the width of that body there. And look, this bit's got the fuel tank on it. Little sports wheels. Beautiful.
I think the problem is with all these things.
Okay, we'll turn around here. Porsche here. Just have a look at the back. See if I can see anything about what model it is. 2 Porsches together actually. Porsche Cayman. Very fast car. Engine will be in there, can't see it behind that panel, but that's where it'll be. There'll be a boot in the bonnet. I can't really see the controls in there. We'll have a look at it from the side. Super skinny tyres. Low to the ground. They've been making these Porsches, they look so similar to the ones they made even half a century ago, but you don't change a one in design. And then another one here, equally low to the ground, Porsche Boxster S. And while we're at it, just check. Yep, both these cars are two-seaters, but this one's a convertible. So the Boxster was introduced in 1996, and it had a 2.5 litre 6-cylinder flat 6 engine. This one is the Boxster S, which has a 3.2 litre engine, an upgrade from the original. This car is Graham Chappell's 2020 Mustang Bullet, one of only about 450 built for the UK, and right-hand drive, and it's based on a car that was in the most wonderful film with the best car chase I've ever seen, which was Bullet with Steve McQueen, also my favourite actor. Fantastic. Most people have seen it, but if you haven't, you need to see it. So this car's based on that. It's a very famous car because of that film, apart from the fact the original car was a good car anyway. This one's got a 5 litre V8 engine with a 6-speed manual, and it does 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds with 453 horsepower and 160 miles an hour. I like the fact that the front of it doesn't have any manufacturer's badges on it. It's understated. They don't need to say who makes the car because the car speaks for itself. It's got lovely lines. My random sample person that I asked what was our favourite car of the show, the random person being Debbie Armstrong, and she chose this one. So this is the one, since that's the only person I've asked, that's going to be my car of the show. I did suggest that she might be better with the 45 mile an hour one than one that is 160 and not 60 and 4.6, but anyway, that's the one she's chosen, so this is the car of the show for me. Lovely, very nice, and it actually says Bullet on the back because of course of that film, which it's so famous for. I like that as well. I'll just take time out for a wee second just to show you the kind of atmosphere around here. Everybody just taking the interest in these cars. It's just a nice environment, very peaceful, a decent day. It's cloudy but it's not wet. There's just a lot of people talking about cars here. It's nice. Anyway, I'm on to the Nissan Skyline GTR. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say this is the fastest car here. This is a supercar, no question about it. That's what it's made for. Its owner, as quite a few of the owners are, it's just over there. Burp. Is that my model? Yeah, this has just been designed for one thing, to go very fast in a straight line and round corners. And then we've got another Nissan beside it, Nissan Z.
I mean, the weight of that body, yeah, it's ridiculous. I had it up earlier on, and these guys got carbon fibre.
The GTR's a 2+2 by the way. It's got 4 seats in it. Just gonna look here, this one here. This is just a 2-seater. Nice looking though. Let's go right round and have a look from the back as well. 350Z, there we go. Called the 350 because it's a 3.5 litre engine. That's the way they've always done it. They've made these cars for a long time, this, and they started off with the 240 when I was young, which wasn't yesterday. Thinking mid-70s maybe with the 240, and now we're up to 350. So this is going to be seriously fast as well. And there's another car just pulled up over there, Subaru. I'll go and have a look at that. So there's the Ford Mustang from the inside. And on the other side we've got the owner of the Subaru, who's written on the side of it himself, Jap crap. But of course it's not, because it's a super fast car, but an everyday car, and that's what he's alluding to there. A Subaru WRX 311?
300.
300, is that what it is? Sorry, my mistake. And what does the 300 relate to?
One of 300 in the UK.
Is that what it was? I wasn't sure if it was going to be to do with horsepower, you know, or something like that.
It's 290, so it's pretty.
Oh, so it's pretty close actually. Aye, okay. So it would fit either way really, wouldn't it? Are you happy with the car?
It's 5 years old, so yeah, I love it.
Smashing. Well, it's great that you brought it along. I'll just have a look at it from the front. Great wheels on it as well.
We're the only clean back in yet.
It doesn't matter. The main thing is you brought it, and it's for everyone to see. So this is a super fast car. Lovely. World's Rally Team Subaru. Nice one, thanks for showing me it. Okay, so that's me seeing round all the cars. A random sample chose the Ford Mustang as the car. The next 3 people I asked chose variously this one, and the Skyline GTR that just drove past. Really, they're all winners, aren't they? It's just great to see.
I can barely think it's a car.
Well, we'll go and have a look.
Dave the Rave Roving the Rock, over and out.